like to think about music like architecture, actually. And here's how, especially when it comes to writing music. So if you're walking down the street and you're a tourist and you see a beautiful building, right? You sit there and you admire the building for its beauty, and you take a picture, you just take a selfie with the building, but you're not thinking like, I wonder what the structural integrity is, or I wonder what the weight load is on this part of the floor. You just look at the thing. You don't think about like what type of screws, what type of this. You just admire the building. And the reason why I think that's important, because I feel like as a composer, I think about the same thing. So when people listen to my music, they enjoy it for what it is. They enjoy it for what they hear, what they like about it, and they listen to it on Spotify, or they have the CD or whatever. But they don't know all the different tools and all the things that I did to make that sound what it is, right? And the key factor about that is that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what those things are or where. You just enjoy the building. So what that means is, in the same way that an architect and people who are building buildings, they're using their tools. They're using all the tools they need for the specific job in order to create what we're seeing. As a composer, I'm using the tools that I have in order to create. It doesn't matter what they are. All this is happening behind the curtain. I'm using the tools that I know to put that out there for you all. Now, what that means for me as a composer is that I need to constantly learn as much as I can and learn my craft, learn the tools, learn how to use tools, learn how to use, find new tools, new ways to do things. In the same way where architects are going to always be reading, Architect's Digest and things like that to try to figure out what the new innovations are. It's really important for me to learn the craft and learn all the different tools that I could use at my disposal. And the other thing about that, which I think is really important, is the tools are just tools. And what I mean by that is like, you see a beautiful building, you think it's cool. Yes, someone might have used a hammer for one part of it, but it's just a hammer. The hammer itself has no inherent beauty, and it's meaningless on its own, but it's how you use it. So with music, the major scale, that's just a tool. The blues, that's just a tool. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it's important to just amass as much information, as much things as you can. And a major scale in itself is not inherently beautiful, but the way you use it, the way you present it, the way you use it as a tool to create the structure that you're trying to present, that's what's important.